Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, I had a guy ask if I could maybe show how the double swath works on this thing. So this morning here before we start cutting, and I gotta fix that knife head, I'll just do a real quick little bit of a once over about what the hell is going on with these two levers here. So anyway, you can see you got two levers obviously, and you can see the connections, they go out to your valve block outside. So typically when you're swathing, you have this one over this way, if it wants to stay there. Well, it's not running right now, but that one there, and that one over here. And I'll make this canvas come this way, and this one turn that way, obviously. So, if you want to move them, you grab the lever, and you pull it towards you, and you can see, when you pull it, it's moving outside there, right? Pushing it forward. So you'd pull it towards you, and then if you want it to go to the right, you move it to the right. And when you move it like that, you can see it's turning and moving that valve, and that'll move it over. And then once you've got it to where you want it, if you've got that canvas moved over to that one, you want everything to go that way. How the hell does that work again? You put both of these this way, like that, and then they both turn that way, and then to move it back the other way, well, of course, you pull it out again and over, and it moves back. So I'll kind of start it here real quick and just show you how she goes. I'll move that one over to the right. You pull it out, and move it over. Oh, come on, there we go. See, it's moving over, so. And once it's there, they're kind of a persnickety fucking thing, but there she goes. Doesn't want to turn right now, I must have some, yeah, anyway, whatever. You see how it works, but they're kind of a persnickety things to make one a word. Sometimes you gotta use the other one to give it a hand to move over. Just because of the way they work, they're kind of temperamental. There. Anyway, so that's how everything moves from inside here. I'll just kind of show you what it's doing when it's moving like that. So under here, you can see where it slides. There's a cylinder right there that pushes it over or pulls it back in. And it's like that on both sides there. See the valve block on the front. So anyway, that's how that works, roughly. Anyway, I'm gonna fix this thing and go out and try to do a little bit more and see what can break today. Need to use the air compressor up at the shop. You can see how it sheared them all off there, so get everything lined up again and take these guards off, and we should be back in business. So I guess I'll talk to you again here in a little while. I just wanted to let you in on the kind of fun that we've been having here today. Okay, you see the shop? That's where we were. That's probably what, Tuan? 60 feet away? About 60 feet, yeah. We backed up here for the fuel tanks. Antoine went to get going again, and only one side wanted to move. And this, see that little key stock in there? For the second time today has fallen out for unknown reasons, would you say?
Yeah. You got that tight.
It's all tight. You're gonna put the lid on again. Anyway, that's the kind of day that's been going on. Before that, the head of the knife stripped off again. It broke all the bolts for I don't know what goddamn reason. And we've almost had enough already of fucking around with this thing. So it got a real farmer fix. It ain't gonna break the fucking bolts again. Now they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and just holding sickles, not trying to hold a 20-foot knife together. Anyway, take 3. We'll talk to you again here in a little bit. Well, I think we've got all our issues figured out there with the swather. Anyways, he's been cutting for a couple hours and we haven't had any issues, so that's a record so far. He got done. There's a yard site back there, I don't know, 5-6 acres maybe that we cut. We got that done, and now we're working on this little stretch of road here we were doing last night when it broke. So he's up here somewheres. We'll find him. The hay's pretty skimpy right here on this stretch, but there is some quite a lot better than this farther up, especially that yard back there where the corrals used to be 100 years ago. Well, maybe not quite that long ago, but there's some real heavy brome grass in there. If a guy had a quarter of land with grass that heavy, he'd be getting 5 1,400-pound bales to the acre, I bet you. But anyway, up in here somewhere should be Antoine in the 400, so. Oh, there he is, way up at the end of the road. Yeah, nothing beats the smell of fresh cut hay though. Well, maybe freshly cultivated dirt, I guess, but it's pretty rough through here in a couple spots from when the flood happened 4 or 5 years ago there. Just the way the water was running across. A couple little washouts in here, and like I said, this is the first time since then we've actually been able to get in here to cut any of this, so. Pull over here out of his way so he can cut the rest of these strips. Hopefully it's not broke down again. I could see it though. Oh, I see what he's gonna do. He's gonna double swath that stretch of grass there and dump it in the middle, since there's not enough room really to make 2 swaths there, but there's real heavy brome grass on the side there, eh? Then we have another yard that we cut, and a couple more back roads by there, and then my uncle, my great uncle, he's got a few acres in his yard around his bins that we cut on the way to where the big piece is over at Grandpa's there, at one of his neighbors. So, and then that'll be about it for cutting for this year anyway, unless we find some more. But oh, I guess, and then there's our pasture yet at home here too, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do that before or after the stuff up at Grandpa's there, so. That cab, it's real nice to have in the evening when the bugs are getting real bad, but on real hot days there, I don't know, she gets pretty toasty in there. At least all the windows open on it, but like I said, on days when it's not that bad out and you can kind of close the door, just have that back window open, that's real nice. Keep the goddamn mosquitoes off you a little bit anyway. I'm just waiting for while I'm making a video for something to break on there. It happens enough that things break on it. It's going to happen eventually. I think my new muffler looks pretty good on there with the rain cap. I more or less just put that on there to make Dad go crazy because he likes curve pipes on things, but I like a good old rain cap like that, so every chance I get to put one on, I put one on. Makes him a little bit cranky. Well, not cranky, but you know, what the fuck would you do that for? But anyway. Yeah, I'd seen someone comment and ask, isn't this Swather's like, shouldn't it have two back wheels on it? But no, the 103s and the 400s like this, for whatever reason, they only had three wheels like that, just the one in the back. I don't know what the idea of that was, because then the 103s, I don't know if anybody's familiar with them, but we've got one of those at home there as well. Oh, it doesn't get used anymore, hasn't been used for a long time, but has, say, a little bit smaller front drive tires, but duals, and then your drop boxes there that drive your wheels, there's the duals on the inside and then the one on the outside like how this is. And the early 400s like this were the same way, had duals on them like that, which is really a good idea. You think about it, because your axle in there and your spindle, instead of it coming out to your wheel and it having all that stress all the time with it being on the outside, if you've got one on the inside and one on the outside, well then it's even, and your axle isn't going to be in there doing this with the flex of the tire going on, eh? But like most good ideas they had from back then, for whatever reason they forgot about them. But anyway, I guess when we get to the next yard, I'll try and make a little bit more for this video, but we'll talk to you again here in a little bit. Well, I guess I spoke too soon when I said we must have all our issues sorted out, because we had two bearings pile up on the drive that runs your pitman arm to run your sway bar to run your knife. So we just spent the last couple hours taking that off, and we went and got one off of a wreck from a friend, and now we're gonna try to make our way around this little patch here. So you have some pretty good grass there, so try to make a headland at least, see how it works out. But the mosquitoes are so bad tonight, even with off on bug spray. It doesn't make a goddamn bit of difference. Oh, they're bad. But anyway, hit that like button and subscribe for more. We'll talk to you tomorrow.